There will be a lot of different links to all of the information and the resources that I used to gather up all of this information to put into this video so that you can go look for yourself and not just take my word for it. So let's jump right into what is Bot Sentinel and what do they do? All right, as of Wednesday, August 17th, 2022 at 3:21 p.m., this introduction was modified and updated. And it says that we trained our social media account classifier to identify nefarious automated bots, targeted harassment and abuse, mis and disinformation, toxic discourse, and other problematic social media activities. We use millions of samples to train our classification model, and we update our model weekly to remain accurate and relevant. Our technology can be used to analyze text-based content, and you can use it with any text-based social media platform. Since conversations are similar across different social media platforms, the accuracy of our classification model remains consistent. Our classifier employs a straightforward scoring system from 0 to 100. The higher score, the more likely the social media account is engaging in problematic activities, such as myself. Now, it's funny that they say it is a straightforward scoring system. And while it seems like it's just simple, it doesn't give us what data is looked at and how it's looked at to determine if somebody's social media account falls under the normal, satisfactory, disruptive, or problematic category. What are the things that you use to determine it? Because if it's a one-clue crossword puzzle, that's kind of a problem. Warning people about protecting their privacy doesn't seem like that would land you there. So it's not as straightforward. It may be like a simple thing that you want to just put something simple out, but it's not straightforward in telling you why the scoring system is like this and what goes into the scoring system. What does it take to decrease your score to get to a normal level? None of these things are outlined. So if you were 0 to 24%, you're normal. Congratulations. If you are between 25% and 49%, you are satisfactory. If you are 50% to 74%, you are disruptive. And 75% to 100%, you are problematic. Now, I do not know what 100% problematic is. I would be interested to see what account that is. And I think there's been one account that I've seen that's like 0 and is like perfect. But it's just like all over the place. And you can actually be somebody that like starts Twitter wars, that says horrible things, that doxes people, that makes threats to people. But if you are not somebody that uses Meghan Markle or Amber Heard in any of your stuff, you're going to be considered normal, not problematic, such as Andrew Tate, very controversial. He's a bit problematic in some of the things he says. But I doubt that his bot Sentinel rating would actually be very high because he does not talk about the two main categories that bot Sentinel likes to base these things on. Bot Sentinel. This is modified Sunday, May 10th, 2020. Bot Sentinel is a free, nonpartisan platform developed to classify and track. Remember, you're not supposed to be tracking according to Twitter. Inauthentic accounts and toxic trolls. That's such a very mature word to use. Trolls. No. The platform uses machine learning and artificial intelligence to classify Twitter accounts and then adds the accounts to a publicly available database that anyone can browse. Once again, it is not supposed to be publicly available for everyone. That breaks the rules. So he admits right there. Next one is, why is your company named Bot Sentinel if you classify more than bots? And this is modified on May 15th of 2020. The name Bot Sentinel means autonomous guard. In other words, we are using a good bot to help identify and guard against inauthentic accounts and toxic trolls. A good bot. We'll get to see in a minute if certain parts of this are something that you think a good bot would do. Or would Glinda, the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz, do these things? Or does it sound like the Wicked Witch of the West? Or a bad bot that would do these things? You will get to make your own conclusion about that. Our accounts rated, updated Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. We rate accounts based on a scoring system from 0 to 100. The higher the score, the more likely the account is engaging in nefarious activities. We analyze several hundred tweets per account, and the more someone engages in behavior that is violating Twitter rules, the higher their Bot Sentinel rating is. You are not supposed to be analyzing 100 tweets per account and updating it. And yes, you say, here's your scoring system. Well, isn't that most scoring systems? I know that's your scoring system in school. You could make 100 on your test, which means you did really, really well. Or if you don't do your test or do your homework, you get a 0. If you only do half of it or you only get half of it right, you get a 50. That doesn't tell us how the things are graded. Like, at least on our tests, our scoring system, we know, okay, if there is 10 questions, they're worth 10 points apiece, which doesn't give you very much to work with, because if you get like 3 to 4 wrong, you're going to fail. Whereas if you have 100 questions or 50 questions and you might get 10 of them wrong, or maybe you get 4 of them wrong. It's not going to affect your score, but it shows you how everything is broken down for us to come to that percentage. We don't get that with this. And hundreds of tweets per account. Does that reach the maximum or over the maximum that Twitter said that they allowed per account per day, or just period per day with all accounts? Sounds like that might be skirting the line if it doesn't cross fully. Next question is, does Bot Sentinel misclassify accounts? Yes, thank God they said that. I think as far as liability, they have to. They cannot guarantee these are 100% accurate, because that definitely opens the company up. They can say, yeah, there can be mistakes. So is my account a mistake? Am I not? Maybe I'm not 77% problematic. I mean, it is just a machine learning model. But it goes on to say, yes, no machine learning model and algorithm is 100% accurate. Periodically, Bot Sentinel will give false positives and false negatives, especially with non-English accounts. We train Bot Sentinel's classification model using English tweets, and non-English accounts have a higher rate of false positives. Okay, so apparently Bot Sentinel's bot does not speak foreign languages. And yeah, every thing can have false positives and false negatives. Drug tests, pregnancy tests, there's false positives and false negatives all the time. So it says, we trained Bot Sentinel's classification model using English tweets, and non-English tweets have a higher rate of false positives. However, the classification model is continually being retrained to improve its accuracy and reliability, and the platform is gradually improving with non-English accounts. So the bot is still enrolled in foreign language classes. It is not fluent yet, so it needs to continue to go to its class and learn what the different languages are. Let's go to the next question. I am a human being, so why am I rated disruptive or problematic? Bot Sentinel doesn't just classify bots. We developed Bot Sentinel to classify several types of accounts, including accounts operated by human beings. Which, well, it says it hasn't been modified since May of 2020. So that's interesting. Because there was a lot of stuff that was being said during the Det v. Heard trial about, oh, it's just bots. And it's just bots. Johnny's team bought bots. And of course, Johnny's supporters have said Amber has bought bots. And Bot Sentinel has been associated with Amber. So, and there's actually been reports and things that were discovered that came out in evidence I believe in the unsealed documents, of the fact that there was reports of bots being used to make things look better, that more people than actual were supporting Amber in her stuff. Okay, how can I remove my Twitter handle from your website? Now, a part of that EU privacy protection, one of the criteria that needs to be met is that you have to give people the option to be erased from your platform, to opt out, not to allow you to use that. Unsubscribe. You have to have a way for the people that you have to not allow you to use that information. But here's what they say. Bot Sentinel lists Twitter handles automatically when they are analyzed with our technology. We only use public information and we do not display private information on our website. We do not remove Twitter handles, nor do we alter scores on behalf of the Twitter handle owners. Please do not contact us to remove your Twitter handle or alter your score. So I cannot call Bot Sentinel and tell them, take my Twitter handle and my report that you have made public off your website. I don't want this stuff on there. I can't say that. I also can't call them up and be like, can you please, like, what if I give you like $100? Can you like move my rating into like the normal or at least satisfactory? You can't do that either. Which, no, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. You should not be able to alter scores. If if the analysis is legitimate, you should not be able to go in there and alter anything. But you should be able to not be associated with it. Why is my account rated disruptive? Accounts that are classified as disrupted often engage in malicious tweet activity. Some disruptive accounts harass other accounts and use offensive language. Disruptive accounts periodically share misinformation and can frequently spam. Hashtag inauthentic accounts and toxic trolls regularly receive disruptive ratings, so that we recommend you exhibit caution when interacting with disruptive accounts. It says the same thing for problematic accounts. Let's look at Bot Sentinel's privacy policy. Privacy policy. Modified on Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. So that's when it was last updated. Bot Sentinel Incorporated is a cybersecurity company focused on fighting disinformation and targeted harassment on social media platforms. Our product and services include our web app, browser extension, Twitter app, and mobile apps that link to this privacy policy, provide users with a tool to protect them against inauthentic activity and targeted harassment on social media platforms. When you use our product and service, you'll share some information with us. The privacy policy explains how we collect, use, disclose, and safeguard your information when you use our web app, browser extension, Twitter app, and mobile apps. You should read our entire privacy policy, and if you do not agree with the terms of this privacy policy, please don't use our products and services. Well, I don't want to use your products and services. I don't want them. I don't need them. They make no sense. But, I can't contact you about that. Now, it says information we collect. There are 3 basic categories of information we collect. Information that you provide, information we get when you use our product services, and information we get from third parties. Yes, but do you have permission to use those things from the user? No, you do not. I don't even know that you have Twitter's permission. Maybe you do. Twitter might have to be answering some of these questions about Bot Sentinel. We need your help making social media safer. In 2018, we launched Bot Sentinel to help people identify inauthentic accounts and toxic trolls. He really likes to use that. Since then, the platform has evolved and we have added additional tools, including browser extensions, mobile apps to help mitigate the spread of disinformation and targeted attacks. We are just getting started, and soon we will launch the Bot Sentinel Developers Platform, which will give developers access to our powerful APIs. We are also planning to expand our technology to support Reddit and other social media platforms. Oh dear Lord. Reddit is another level. Probably should stay anonymous on Reddit. But it can be fun for some good laughs and some snark. But no, none of these platforms need to use Bot Sentinel. And no company out there needs to use their APIs. It's just not going to be good. If you want to help us continue our mission of making social media platforms a safer place, then please consider donating today. Payment methods. DonorBox accepts all major credit cards, PayPal, and bank transfers. DonorBox also accepts Apple Pay and Google Pay if you are making a donation on your mobile device. Sounds like grifting to me, but apparently that's a bad thing. And here is the donation part. You can do a one-time donation, or you can do a monthly donation and pick which one. And you can leave a comment with it. All right. This feature requires Twitter authorization to use. Please use the Twitter sign-in button at the bottom of this page. I did not want to sign in to do that. If somebody wants to, then great. Maybe you share that information. I am not putting my information to sign up for any of this. And you can also sign up for a newsletter if you want to. I don't want any newsletters about anything in regards to him or this company. Our free and advanced tools require you to allow Bot Sentinel access to specific account features. Bot Sentinel requires this access to perform certain tasks on your behalf. For example, Bot Sentinel cannot block accounts or hide replies without you granting the app access. Bot Sentinel also cannot search tweets on your behalf without proper access. Unfortunately, Twitter doesn't allow developers to select specific permission, so we will describe what we do and what we don't do. We do read your tweets and the tweets of accounts you want to analyze. We do see your Twitter profile information, but we don't read your account settings. Maybe you should, at least that permission one. I don't know. We do see accounts you follow, mute, or block. How is that any of your business? I don't even know if I can go in right now and just see it. I'm sure I can. It might take me just a second to figure it out, but I've never just gone in and done it. But why is it anybody's business who I have blocked? Unless I want to give that information out. We don't follow or unfollow accounts for you. We don't update your profile or account settings. We don't post and delete tweets for you, and we don't engage with tweets posted by others, unlike reply to a tweet, a retweet, etc. for you. We don't create, manage, or delete lists and collections for you. We do mute, block, and report accounts for you. We don't see or read your passwords or any sensitive information. Note, you can revoke access to the app anytime you would like. So this is a company that wants to hire Bot Sentinel to do these things or use their program. That's what this is for. And this is saying what they will do if you use them and what they won't do if you use them. I suggest nobody uses them. And it's great that they can revoke access, but us and our individual Twitter handles and accounts, we cannot revoke his access to our accounts. Seems kind of weird. We understand trust and security are important, and if you don't feel comfortable granting access to the app using the primary Twitter account, we suggest creating a new Twitter account to test out our advanced tools. So now just make more Twitter accounts. Have a backup. I mean, I guess you can do that. I don't know that you should encourage that, though. And here we can see the free tools, the auto blocker, the bulk blocker, the hide replies, and the bulk analyzer, and the trackers, hate trackers, Harry and Meghan, Amber Heard. These are the two categories that if you say anything negative about these things, you will be deemed problematic. Other things that are problematic in society, those are not going to necessarily track the hate. And these are the groups that I was talking about, individual groups. I don't think this is allowed. So, that is our review of Bot Sentinel and kind of with Twitter, showing and breaking down the different things through my analysis report from Bot Sentinel. And the more information that we get and we learn, I will definitely be sharing it with you guys. Definitely go follow Nate the lawyer out there. If you want to follow along with this lawsuit for defamation, And if you like these types of videos or want to check out any of my other videos, please do hit that subscribe, turn the notification bell on, like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.